In 3, 2, 1, and thank you for tuning into Bridge Podcast, Episode 8. Tonight you guys have the pleasure of getting a solo rant from yours truly. I do have a little bit I want to get into, so let's jump right in. We all heard about the devastation that occurred in Sydney, Australia, Brandy Beach. Death toll is at 15 and 38 people hospitalized, according to authorities. Police killed the 50-year-old father. There's a father and son duo, first of all. 50-year-old father killed by authorities, while the 24-year-old son is still in the hospital. Now, Zionist media were quick to claim this one as a Islamic terror attack. We'll see. It very well could have been, but all we know for sure is it was definitely an act of anti-Semitism, which is not condonable under any circumstance. The only thing we do know for sure, though, is that the hero of the story is Ahmed al-Ahmed, 43-year-old Muslim. Let's see, I have a video on it. If you haven't seen it already.
Oh!
For some reason the volume cuts out the second half. Here, I'll play it again for you.
Oh!
What's up? Boom. Grabs him right around the neck. Supposedly he's never held the gun before either. Now, that's a hero. That's a hero right there. That guy deserves a medal. That takes guts. Moving on, we have 3 Americans killed in Syria during an ISIS ambush. I feel like we haven't heard from these guys in a while. Supposedly, the Syrian government doesn't know what to do with them. They have a bunch of Civil War-era prisons and detention centers filled with thousands of them, and even 10,000s more of their family members. Now that 2 U.S. soldiers and an interpreter have been killed, though, President Trump's going to do what, he usually does, and that's make bad guys go bye-bye. He said, this was an ISIS attack against the U.S. and Syria, a very dangerous part of Syria. There will be very serious retaliation. That's Trump on Truth Social. Then we have the Brown University thing. A lot of things going on. Brown University shooting. Suspect in custody. 2 students killed. 9 others injured. When I first saw it, like on Instagram and shit, I saw reports of I saw mass casualty event and like up to 20. It's crazy how much, well, thank God, it wasn't 20, but it's just weird. We got to really be careful these days. But, yeah, it's really great what's coming of our higher education system, though. Becoming more and more grateful each day that I wasn't, like, fully persuaded into committing to college without knowing exactly what field I wanted to go in. I mean, I did go to a liberal arts school, believe it or not, for a semester to pursue music, but, ended up changing it up, which is all right. I mean, I wouldn't rather have it any other way than what I have it right now. Here's a video, Burnsville High in Minnesota. Ready? The kids there did a walkout. Speaking of schools, higher education, let's talk about the lower education. They're chanting, no more ICE. All right, I get it. Kids are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to follow trends. But then you find out that only 36% of them can read and write efficiently for their grade. And, then it seems like they'd be out on the street, chanting no more ICE or whatever anyone tells them to chant because they just don't want to be in school. even though that's probably where they should be to learn to read and write, because then they'll probably understand the immigration laws a little bit better. Moving on. We have the IDF telling soldiers to stop taking videos. Leave the phones at home. You know, as if the issue is purely the documentation of it and not the horrible acts themselves.
Running the IDF, okay? Leave your fucking cell phone at home and stop taking stupid fucking videos, okay? Because everybody's fucking you with them, okay? And if you see a soldier, okay, going through a fucking drawer, and listen, if you want to fucking wear a dress and you think it's funny, just don't fucking take a fucking video picture of it, okay? Jesus. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I think Israel.
Notice how it's not stop doing horrible
Running the IDF,
shit.
okay? Leave.
It's literally you know, you want to. I think he said wear a dress. You might as well say, you want to be a pervert? Just don't take a video of it. You're running the IDF. The world is watching. Like, well, come on. And then you still have people here in America that don't believe all the videos that come from the IDF exposing themselves, doing the most horrifying stuff. You know, way too many Christians here are throwing what they claim to believe out the window in the name of the Zionist movement. And it baffles me. It really does. You know, it's like they think they have this obligation. You know, like an obligation to the religion that this government hides behind. But you could see Jews, they're protesting Israel. There's people marching in the street refusing to serve in the IDF. And I don't think the government and all the rabbis, especially the ones that sell dildos and paraphernalia and get caught doing this horrific stuff here in the States and then get sent back to Israel and get pardoned, I don't think they're very religious people. And if they are following a God, it's not the one I follow. And although saying there's bad individuals in all religions and nationalities is totally valid, that's not an excuse when it's repeated behavior. I'm seeing more and more religious Jews getting fed up with the Israeli government. I don't think a lot of people realize that. We don't have to accept the very obvious genocide taking place. I would like someone to tell me, you know, how it's not. When you have people, you know, situations like this going on. There's food miles away from thousands of starving children. Or at least the ones left after 90% of the population has already been wiped out. But and like I said, there's young people that are refusing to serve in the IDF. They don't want to be complicit in it. There's more people here, I feel like, that want to be complicit in it. Or maybe it's just our leadership and we're just being failed. Miss Rachel is Anti-Semite of the Year. If you don't know who that is, this lady. This is where I draw the line. Like, not Miss Rachel. Who are they going after next? Elmo? If anything, this just exposes, you know, the Zionist movement for who they really are. I mean, come on. Luckily, everyone along, you know, from Jews to Christians to you name it, are rallying behind her. I think I'm a bigger fan of her than my 1.5-year-old son. They couldn't have thought of anyone better, like Nick Fuentes. But no, they want to go for our kids, man. That's the wrong move. Like, you see certain people. I used to thought these people were just like crazy liberals, and I would dismiss them. But like Mark Ruffalo, for example, he's another crazy anti-Semite. Didn't you know? I mean, look at his page. Look at the things he posts. It's just some real evil stuff. Meanwhile, these people they just advocate for humanity. Here, ready?
This beautiful dress that has art from kids in Gaza, and these kids are just amazing. They're so thoughtful and so brilliant. And I know all their names and stories, Luna and Ahmed, Rama, Rana. I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored to wear your artwork. Rana made this beautiful drawing. She lost both of her sisters in the genocide. She lost her 9-month-old sister, Haya, in her arms in an airstrike. Her older sister was killed the next month. I want to end with her words because they're more important than mine. Rana wanted to say, I want to tell the world that my sisters are not numbers. They are moons. They are like the stars. They shine and sparkle.
Now, shame on anyone who's fallen for this crap. If you think that's anti-Semitism, you're lost. And if you're believing the government that calls that anti-Semitism, I mean, if you're still hanging on to ideas or whatever it is that's causing you to dismiss everything else that's happening, or worse, justify it, I mean, you have to be trying really hard to not believe your eyes at this point. You know, dismiss what you see with your eyes and just believe what the Zionist government, and I'm not talking about the one in Israel, I'm talking about the one right here, tells you without a second thought. How many thousands of videos do you need? How many skin and bone kids sleeping in freaking puddles or crying, eating sand, hoping it'll fill that craving in their stomach do you need to see? Or do you want to believe? I just, I don't know. I saw a video. Yeah, never mind. But if you're fine with it, if you're fine with your tax dollars going towards something like this, then you might as well get on a plane, get yourself to Gaza, find a gun, and put a bullet in these kids' heads yourself, because starving is a really, really shitty way to go. These kids didn't ask to be born on the other side of the world, so it baffles me. Like, if you really think that they're all Hamas terrorists, like the 11 and the 7-year-old that were just killed by an Israeli drone strike, and the government said 2 more Hamas terrorists, armed terrorists, they were playing with a ball. These were kids. If you think it's not a genocide, but a whole population is starving, meanwhile, less than 5 miles away, people are enjoying Domino's pizza. It's just. I just can't get over the Miss Rachel thing. Like, they could have done Nick Fuentes, and then I would understand, at least. And a little side note, I just heard Nick Fuentes is a virgin, and I just think it's funny because he says that his reasoning is because he's a devout Christian, and I'm all for that. Like, I'm not going to knock that as a Christian man myself, but you can't, he says that that's the reason that he's never had sex. You can't say that and then proceed to get on your podcast and say every slur known to man. It's just like, it doesn't scream devout Christian to me. I just thought that was funny. Just something on my mind. I was going to talk about Candace and whatnot, but I already did another clip earlier, so I'll just post that, whatever. We'll talk about that. I just want to see if they actually have this meeting, if they actually come together. Because it's like, I do believe that Candace is asking questions in the name of freedom, just like Charlie was, and it just baffles me that, why wouldn't they want to air it out?
Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say.
You know,
Stop.
it's hard. Like, trust me, I promise you, I more than anyone wanted to rally behind this girl. And it like kills me to think that she could be hiding something regarding Charlie's murder, but she doesn't make it easy to dismiss. Like, what is with the freaking
Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies.
Somebody who's just
what do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
And
stop.
Yeah, at the same time, you know, I'm not the first one to say this. At the same time, she was so quick to forgive his actual killer. And it's like, how can we see that? She has this like misplaced anger, like it's a show. Like Candace is saying the magic words that it's like I don't know. Like Tyler Robinson can literally kill her husband, and he's not remorseful or anything. It's not like he's, you know. And meanwhile, it's not even like she can have the compassion to sit Candace down and say, you know, and just air it out. I mean, Candace tried. She offered to be there virtually, and TPA turned it down, even though they have people on virtually all the time. So I don't get the whole thing, but, you know, what can I say? Yeah, I mean, ready. So TPUSA leadership, Blake Neff, announced the live stream for December 15th, 2025 at 4 p.m. I think it was on Twitter. Candace Owens objected to the schedule, stating that she was not consulted beforehand and that the proposed time conflicted with her daily live podcast. An in-person appearance in Phoenix on that date was also not possible for her, but she offered to join virtually. TPUSA leadership declined her offer and stated that the live stream would go ahead as planned without her participation. Jeez, can't even talk, man. I'm tired. Yeah. And then as of the current information, there is no confirmed date for a future appearance. Both sides have not released a new date, though sources suggest that the social media users are asking for a final date for a potential discussion. Like, are you kidding me? That's right from Google's AI overview. I'm starting to trust like things like Wikipedia more, man. And I'll tell you why. I know we were told our whole lives not to trust Wikipedia because it's written by people. It's like, what's not, first of all? No, but like, have you tried to put something on Wikipedia? It needs sources. It has to be vetted. It's like general consensus of the people. It's not, and it's free. I know they're annoying as hell and they always ask for money, but honestly, it's almost worth it for freedom of information. It's not controlled by some media outlet with an agenda. Anybody can add to it, but that's the beauty, because it has to be right. It has to be vetted and confirmed. So it's not denying any truth or perspective on a situation, but at the same time, it's not allowing false information. It's just not agendas. And I think that's why I feel like, is that just something that like I heard from a lot of teachers? Don't trust Wikipedia or don't use it as a source. It's not allowed to be used as a source, even though Wikipedia has sources itself. Maybe that's why it's not allowed to be used as a source. I don't know, man, but I'd rather trust the general consensus than somebody with an agenda. Again, you know, you look at something that's like against the Israeli government narrative or the Zionist narrative, and it's like if it's against it, the first thing that pops up is some Wikipedia or equivalent. If you look up something that's for the narrative, then you get this Google AI overview, then a bunch of articles from all the top media outlets. Yeah, don't trust Wikipedia because it's written by people. The truth is always quiet. I've said that on here before. Use Wikipedia, man. That's going to be my time for today. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone who's supporting right now. I mean, we have a lot of big things coming. I promise. Yeah. I can't make an official announcement yet, but things are coming. I really can't wait to go on this journey with you guys. Thanks for tagging along here. You know where to follow us. Bridge.American on Instagram. Bridge_America on X. I'll put it down in the video. And we'll see you on episode 9. God bless.